Hi everyone, this video will show you the proper way to switch the tractor from two-wheel drive to four-wheel drive model from the perspective of a tractor manufacturer, Legend Tractor. Okay, before we move on to the detailed proper operation steps, I'd like to show you the mechanism and the structure of the tractor's four-wheel drive system. Once you understand how it works, the procedure becomes much easier to remember.
The tractor has a four-wheel drive axle which transfers the power from the rear axle box to the front axle. Let's take a close look at it. And inside this protection cover, we have the four-wheel drive axle, and in this end it contacts with the transfer case. You can see this one is the transfer case, and on the other end it connects with the front axle.
In this view, you will have a better understanding of where the transfer case is, and this one, the transfer case, it transfers the power from the rear axle box to the front axle there, and this one is the four-wheel drive axle. Okay, this one is the transfer case, and you can see this gear. This will always rotate simultaneously with the transmission shaft. And here is another gear inside. It always rotates together with this gear. And now it's the two-wheel drive model. You can see the four-wheel drive axle won't rotate. But when we shift to the four-wheel drive model like this, and the gear engaged, and now we rotate the input gear, and you can see the axle rotates together. Now that's the four-wheel drive model. And when we want to shift back to two-wheel drive model, we just disengage the gear, and now the four-wheel drive shaft won't rotate again. These are the parts inside the transfer case. And when in two-wheel drive model, this gear rotates. And when we shift to four-wheel drive, the synchronizer sleeve will move this way, and then it will rotate together. And when we shift back to two-wheel drive model, the synchronizer sleeve will move this way, and disengage the gear, and only this gear rotates. The four-wheel drive shaft won't rotate. Now that we understand how the system works, let's move on to the correct steps. According to our owner's manual, here's how you should switch to four-wheel drive. Push down the clutch pedal, select the appropriate gear, then slowly release the clutch pedal. When the track starts moving, pull the four-wheel drive lever. Technically, you can switch to the four-wheel drive model when the tractor isn't moving. There might be some chances that this tip and this teeth is top to top, then it feels difficult to engage in. And when the tractor moves slightly, and then it will mesh easily. The chance is small, but at some time you may meet this situation. That is why we suggest to switch to four-wheel drive when the tractor is moving. When you want to switch back to two-wheel drive model, you should slow down the tractor or stop it, because when the tractor is moving fast, the pressure between the gears are so high that it is difficult to overcome the friction force between the synchronized sleeve and the gears. I'd like to talk about some more points about the four-wheel drive model as a manufacturer. Please avoid using the four-wheel drive model on well-paved road, because it will increase the front tire wear and the fuel consumption. Unlike the pickup trucks, the tractor's front and rear tire are in different dimensions, so they can rotate at the same speed. The manufacturers will set an optimized lead ratio considering all the related factors such as the brand of tire, the circumference, and the pressure, etc. This optimized lead ratio will balance the traction and the tire wear. But during the daily usage, the circumference and the pressure may change, so your tractor can always be in the best lead ratio, which will increase the front tire wear. And this is the same case when you are doing sharp turning. You can feel the slightly slippery of the front tire, and the load of the front axle will increase, which is not ideal for the tractor. That's why we suggest to switch back to two-wheel drive model when you are doing sharp turning. However, in certain conditions, such as when you are driving on slippery, muddy, snowy road, or when you are driving up or down a slope, four-wheel drive model will provide much better traction and control of the tractor. So please make sure you engage in the four-wheel drive in these situations. That's all for today's topic on four-wheel drive. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more tractor tips. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.